to my channel. My name is Only E. So I know y'all read this story time. So let's go right up into this to y'all. So I'm bringing y'all a story time that happened to me when I was in like 7th or 8th grade. So this was about this fake ass friend I had. We're gonna call her Wannabe. The reason why we call her Wannabe because she always wanted to be with the crowd. She always wanted to be with the movement, and she never wanted to be her damn self. Period. We're gonna call the dude who's into this. We're gonna call him Slow. Slow got a cousin that me and Wannabe was cool with. We're gonna call her Brace because she always rocked them. Then we have my other friend that me and Wannabe was cool with. We're gonna call her Diva. Then one more person who plays a role up in this, y'all. We're gonna call him Fresh. But let's get up into this. So, like I said, we was in like 8th grade. So me and Slow used to go out around 5th and 6th grade. You know the look. No, that was my nigga. That was my boo. Don't touch him, bitch. Anywho, so we used to go out around 5th or 6th grade. So Wannabe knew, y'all, this was my best friend. She used to always stay at my house. I would be at hers, but majority of the time Wannabe always would be at my house. So Wannabe knew I used to talk to him. I never even knew Wannabe had any liking to him, none of that. But you know how sometimes a motherfucker always want to have something that you got. That's just what life is. So like I said, that was my best friend. So Wannabe knew that me and him broke up, but everybody knew that we still liked each other, y'all. We still would fucking flirt. We still would do whatever. We just ain't put no title on shit. We were just cool, you know what I'm saying? It was cool with what it was. So, Wannabe, like I said, she was cool with his cousin Braids. So I knew of Braids, but I didn't know her, y'all. So, but we was cool. So Braids, we outside of recess, and Braids like we lining. Well, we getting ready to go back in. So Braids like she like Ebony. I'm like, what's up? So she coming over and she said something to me, and she whispered in my ear, y'all. Me and her was cool. I'm like, I could have thought she was on some hating that shit because her and Wannabe could have fell off, but that wasn't the case. So she comes to me and she like, hey, I gotta tell you something. Wannabe and Slow go out, and I'm like, what you mean they go out? She like, they go out. You know, y'all, I'm with the shit because I'm like, she don't go out with him because she know I used to talk to him, and she like, yes they do. So I'm like, alright. So when we get back in, I write a letter. You know, this one letters. Y'all have phones and shit texting. Y'all don't know shit about them ancient letters, baby. When you fold them up and say, for your eyes only, period. Fold that bitch up. Baby, don't make me get the phone no letter up. So anyway, we fold the letter up. We write the letter. I pass her the letter in the hall. So going to class. So I tell Diva what's going on. Diva write me back. She like, let me find out. So Diva asked our friend Fresh. Fresh ended up confirming it, basically saying that he heard too that they was talking. So y'all, me and Slow had class together. So Slow said like her, it was two. So Slow said in front of me and I sat behind him. So y'all, I would be like playing in the nigga hair, like massaging him and stuff, doing like shit like that. So Slow, I basically asked him, we was writing letters back and forth to each other. So I asked him, do he talk to Wannabe? So he was trying to lie, and then he was like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I do talk to her. So I'm like, how the fuck you gonna talk to her? And you know that was my best friend. He like, shit, I ain't think you mind, shit, you act like you don't want a nigga. So I'm like, classic nigga. So I'm like, you knew we still liked each other. We still flirt and shit, write letters and shit. And y'all, let me tell y'all what this nigga did too. I had this picture that I was supposed to get in Wannabe. I had took a cute little school picture that I was supposed to get in Wannabe. He snatched the picture. So the reason how I knew he snatched the picture from me. So that I'm like, but you don't like me, but you taking my pictures and shit. But anywho, let me get back to the topic, y'all. So we in class basically. So shit, I asked him like, shit, you want her still to talk? I said, you talk to her. He like, man, I ain't got no intentions with that girl. I'm like, yeah. Like he basically doing the classic nigga shit. So basically he like, shit, I'm trying to get back with you. So I told him, yeah, yes, I was petty. I don't give a fuck. 1, 2, 3, none. Anyway. He tells me basically like, shit, I break up with her for you. So y'all know I'm on my hot girl shit. I might do it. So he shit at the class. He's like, I'm gonna do it in the hallway. Shit. So y'all know I ain't trying to stir up the motherfucking fire, but if that bitch motherfucking needs stirring, the bitch gonna stir it. So shit, I already knew what was going on. I done found my bitch Diva in the hallway. I done pre-told her what was going on. So shit, we all waiting and shit. So shit, he breaks up with her. So later on that night, y'all, I'm on the phone with Diva. And Diva telling me like, shit, well, our motherfuckers playing on her phone on some three-way shit. And I'm like, who is it? She like, it's wannabe and her other little friend. So shit, I'm like, here they go. She said they probably gonna be calling you next. Girl, in the midst of her saying that, my other line ring. We on the house phone, y'all. We on the house phone. My other line ring. I push over. So I'm like, what? Hello. They like, is this? Can I speak to Ebony? I'm like, this her. Okay. So they trying to grill me, y'all. Ask me questions about the nigga, and then telling me like basically like him and wanna be talking. I'm like, okay, but I don't care if they talk. That was my nigga first, and that was my best friend. So I don't care. So basically, we just left it at that. The conversation didn't go nowhere, so it was pointless of them even calling me. So that, like I said, they called me. So I'm with the shit now. So it was a basketball game, slow play basketball. So shit, my friend Diva like, shit, let's go to the basketball game. So I'm like, shit, let me ask my daddy, and I'm like, damn. Yeah, my daddy just like preparing like shit. When he gets settled, he don't want to go nowhere. Shit. So I'm like, let me ask my dad. So I ended up asking my dad. He ended up saying yes. So I took me and my sister went and we went to go pick up Diva. So we went to go pick up Diva. We get to the game. When we get into the game, wanna be leaving out the game. I don't know what was going on with her. She was leaving out the game. So I'm at the game. In the midst of me at the game, y'all, it was this bitch there I didn't like. I just didn't like it. Me and this girl didn't like each other. Me and her, my cousin, she was like her best friend, but I don't know, we just kind of clashed. You know how when you just got bad vibe from people, y'all just don't like each other. That's just basically what it was. So we at the game. So this two stories, y'all, in one, but I ain't gonna go into all the details in this story. I'm gonna give y'all another one. So basically at the game, me and the girl who I didn't like, we fought. And Wannabe actually, remind y'all such as that was my best friend. Wannabe actually jumped in the fight because it was like a gang of motherfuckers fighting. My daddy got to fighting with the girl people because the girl mama was like a stud all up in my daddy face. But anywho, so at the game, Slow mom approached me and was like, Slow gave me a hug after they win the game. They won the game. Slow come and give me a hug. So Slow give me a hug. So his mom like, who the fuck is this hugging my son? So she sees me. She's like, oh, you the girl from the picture. Yeah, I'm lost. I'm like, picture. I remember the nigga snatched my picture that I was supposed to get wannabe. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. So she knew my dad. So her and my dad having a conversation, and I felt so fucking awkward, child. So anyway, after that little conversation, remind me, I said the fight happened, whatever. So that was on the Friday. So we get back to school on Monday. So I'm at my locker, minding my business. I fuck with people, but I always was like a loner. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. If not, it is what it is. Like, it wasn't just me. That was just my personality. I'm loud, but I'm quiet if I don't know you. So I'm at the locker, minding my business, getting ready to go to the other class. So Wannabe comes up to me basically on some confronting type shit. She like basically trying to ask me about do me and the nigga go out because I told him to break up with her, but he didn't really get her an answer why he broke up with her. So she gets to come to me, and I don't like this shit. If you gonna come to me and we supposed to be friends, come to me one on one. Don't do all that trying to pump fake me in front of motherfuckers. She know I'm with the shit. So anyway, she comes to me and basically asks me about Slow was asking me, did me and him go out? And I'm like, yep. And she like, how you gonna go out with him? And I was going out here. I said, cause bitch, that was my motherfucking man first. And y'all, yes, y'all. I know I was petty for this next one. Remind y'all, and I know you shouldn't do this if this is supposed to be your friend, but this bitch obviously one of my friends. She was the ops. You mind you, with the shit, she got like 5 bitches with her. It's just me, y'all. They come to my locker. So she get to talking shit, y'all, and I know I shouldn't did this, but I did because the bitch was trying me. So remind y'all, I told y'all that Wannabe, she always stayed over my house, and her family and them didn't have the best financial, situation. So Wannabe would always wear some of my clothes, and these were new clothes with tags on them. And I didn't give a fuck because I'm like, I know my bitch situation, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bitch, yeah, you can wear that, you can rock that. So wanna be remind y'all she come to me with bitch, so she on some tough shit. So I'm like, bitch, you can take my motherfucking clothes off. Yep, I sure did embarrass that hoe. I sure the fuck did. And do I stand on every 10 toes, stand on it, 10. All 5 fingers stand on them bitches too. I sure did, because the bitch should never tried me. So she embarrassing shit because I done put her out. So now she on some tough shit. She trying to fight and shit. So we shit, bitch, what's up? So the assistant principal, he see us and he like break us up and make us come in his office. So we go into his office. He like, what the fuck is the problem? Basically, you know, he ain't cuss y'all, but he like, what's the problem? So I get to, he let me go first, so I get to tell him how this was my best friend and how she talked to my, you know, my ex, whatever, that was my man, whatever. So he asked her, so she quiet, she ain't say nothing, whatever. So she, after that, like, y'all, we didn't rock with each other like that. So it was how did we end up? Oh, so me and Slow, yeah, I know I was young, and I don't advise nobody to do this. If you can hold on to it, hold on to it. Me and Slow end up having sex. I end up losing my virginity to Slow. So Slow, like I said, me and him end up having sex. I lose my virginity to Slow. So y'all, that was on a Saturday. So on Monday we get back to school. Everything all cool. Me and Slow cool. Shit, it's the norm. We laughing, joking, acting all funny and whatever. So later on that weekend, I don't know how I got out, basically, probably Slow. You know how niggas is, be yapping like bitches. He talking and basically told motherfuckers that we fuck, whatever. So, shit, I didn't care because I want no hoe motherfucker. Then, you pop this cherry up. Round of applause, baby. Make that, anyway. He popped the shit, so whatever. But I only fuck with him, and guess what? He only got the pussy once, and guess what? He still be begging for the pussy. Because I moved to the same city that the nigga in. Guess what? He ain't get the motherfucker. Period. Anywho, so like I said, me and him fucked. I lost my virginity to him. So probably like a week or two later, Brace come up to me and tells me, I don't know what the, y'all don't ask me why the fuck Brace was snitching like that. If the Brace was her wannabe friend, I don't know. Me and Brace ain't never had no conversation on the phone or none of that shit. Brace was wannabe friend. I don't know, Brace just didn't like shit like that because like girl code or whatever, but Brace came up to me basically in the hallway and she tells me over that wannabe came over her house for the weekend. They went over to the aunt house and Slow was there and her and Slow went in the room basically and had sex. So I'm like, bitch, you lying? She like, no, I'm not lying to you. So I'm like, this is the crazy ass shit. So I tells my bitch Diva, me and Diva cool. Diva my bitch like I told she was me a wannabe bitch, but she was really my bitch. Wannabe met her through me. So Diva, I tells Diva what's going on. So shit, Diva like, bitch, you lying? I'm like, no. So I was cool with this boy named Fresh, y'all. Fresh was Slow friend. Fresh used to date my cousin. We gonna call her Thick, cause my bitch was thick as hell. And pretty. Fresh used to date, and that was my cousin. Fresh used to date my bitch Thick. So I asked Fresh, I'm like, Fresh, I gotta ask you something. So what? He like, what? So I asked him. So Fresh like, shit, that's what I heard. He was like, but I don't know how true it is. So I'm like, all right. So remind y'all, this was me and her. We ain't talking like that. This my best friend. So me and her get into it again. Cause now I'm heated, I'm hot. So I'm like, bitch, I'm finna say something to this hoe. So we in the hallway again in the past and going to class. Like she approached me, bitch. I went straight to her and approached her. So I asked her, I said, let me ask you something. I don't give a fuck who it was. It was teachers out there and everything. I don't give a fuck. I said, you fuck Slow. The bitch was quiet. Literally, I don't hear shit. Anywho. So I'm asking her, like, you fuck Slow. She quiet as fuck. But mind y'all, Braves right there. Braves not saying nothing. So, go. Braves right there. Braves not saying nothing. So, now she getting tough and shit. She getting a little mouth because motherfuckers out there looking. This a little crowd. So she's like, okay, I did fuck him. So motherfuckers looking at her like, you look stupid because you know he used to talk to Ebony. And me and him, if you know he a classic nigga, he's sitting there smiling with a big ass Kodak smile on his face. And I'm looking at him because I want to knock the fuck out of him. I'm not gonna lie to you. I stopped talking to him and her after that, especially him. But guess what? I moved, and guess what? The nigga was like, ring, 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 still on my line. Bitch, don't want you, bitch. I let you hit it one time. You broke that motherfucking cherry. You popped that cherry, and that was it. You ain't even go for another round, bitch. You ain't even get, baby, you ain't even see what the motherfucking, what Cardi B said. bitch, you parked that Big Mac in that and it wasn't even a Big Mac, y'all. It was like it was like a cheeseburger. Park that motherfucker up in my motherfucking, you know what, bitch. But it didn't do nothing. Cause nigga, baby, I done in. You know what I'm saying? I done had that work, period. But motherfucker didn't do nothing. But they thought they did. But y'all, yeah, that's the story of my little scandalous ass friend. Fuck with my nigga, knowing that was my nigga. And yes, me and her did have some words. And yes, I don't fuck with her like that. And yes, I'm still me. And that nigga still be, y'all still to this day, I can go into the inbox and nigga still be, what you doing? Could I date you? And no, you cannot. Have a great day. Like, that's it, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I got some more story times for y'all. Let's go.